would Kendrick be keeping it hip hop if he decides to sue Drake for all the BS that he's spewing on his side in this latest revelation with the UMG lawsuit? What it is, what it was, and what it will be, man. My mama named me J Cash. You can call me DOLLAWATER. I'm from Orlando, Florida. Currently staying in Houston, Texas. I travel to USA on 18 wheels as your favorite rapper's Ghost Rider. Now let's get into it. Obviously, this thing going on with Drake and parent company UMG has been going on for over a year now at this point, so you guys are kind of up to speed with what's going on. But one of the latest revelations, and I rarely talk about this because it's just so ridiculous to me that this is even a real thing in music. Like the fact that you can even do this, throw stones and then hide your hand type stuff. But here we are. So lately, the latest revelation is that Drake is requesting insight on anything related to Kendrick Lamar possibly abusing his spouse and any relation that Dave Free, Kendrick's partner / former manager, has with Kendrick's children. I think this is nasty for a couple of reasons, right? One, if I'm being real, I don't believe it for a second. Anything that's going on with that, I think at this point is just to throw anything and everything at a wall and hoping that it sticks, right? Drake is obviously clearly hurt, has nothing, but is willing to die on the hill that there's something here that Kendrick is hiding. I'm not putting it past anybody, any celebrity to be able to do just vile stuff, right? But there are just certain people that I believe if they show you time and time again that they're full of integrity and not putting on a front, you know what I mean? It'd be different if he was out just doing all this charitable work and being hella outspoken about it and just popping up all these places and see, look what I did and posting his accolades and everything. But he's very under the radar about it. Like, we usually don't find nothing about anything that he does as charitable or what's the word I'm looking for? Philanthropical, until somebody tries to come for him and his fans come to his defense like, nah, I got the documents right here. I'm a Compton resident. He paid for my tuition and he never said a word about it. You know what I mean? The reason that I'm asking, is it hip hop if he countersues this, is that for the same reason Drake is up in arms about the whole UMG and the fact that, you know, Not Like Us was pushed and defamed his name and ruined his career and all of this stuff, Kendrick's chilling. You know what I mean? Again, Drake fired first. He warned him several times. If you take it there, that happened. Drake, at that point, it was in Drake's hands. Okay, how do I want to go about this? Do I want to try to go in? And he went all in like, yo, family matters. I got this. Once I put this out, it's a wrap. And it didn't go his way. And now he's acting like a big baby about it. Why I think in this one instance, it would be okay, because if he did this, I already see the Drake friends like, oh, y'all not keeping it real. When Drake did it, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, fair. You have a point. But in my opinion, once hip-hop law, hip-hop bylaws, hip-hop code is broken, it's broken. You get what I'm saying? When you're someone like Jay-Z and somebody comes with sexual allegations, at that point, in my opinion, you're allowed to do whatever. Code has been broken. Now, granted, that wasn't a hip-hop situation, but in this case, let's take it back to the streets, right? Let's say I'm the plug. I'm getting money. I got an op on the same block that's doing the same thing. We're encroaching the same territory. It's not in good business for either of us to be in existence, coexistent, right? I'm trying to get money. You trying to get money. You turning my, 6 mil into 3 mil. We have a problem. You call the police on me, right? In an attempt to, hey, I know I'm selling dope too, but that guy over there, we need to get rid of him, right? So now you got my money all tied up and eyes on me and everything. At this point, because you went to the law and are protected in a certain sense, I can't handle this the street way, right? Because if you somehow end up hurt, if you somehow end up in a sticky situation, they're going to look to me first, right? The only way that I can really get back at you in a situation like that is, all right, two can play that game. Fight fire with fire. It's the only way, right? So now we're just caught up in this whole you calling the police, and so now I got this going on. You know what I mean? Like, it's the only way to handle things, and both parties can walk away not in a dangerous situation, right? It's not ideal, but in my opinion, it's the only way to handle it. So with this, I feel like if Kendrick was to be like, hey, man, I don't like that stuff you're saying about my wife and kids. You know what I mean? Because granted, even though he did say quite a few things about Drake's kid, some of that, you know, I'm sure he's going to have to live with and answer to God for that. It's a little bit different. It's a little bit different. Because these are lies, just straight up lies, allegedly, with Kendrick's kids. That this guy that they probably look to as an uncle might really be their pops. All Kendrick did, in my opinion, was tell Adonis, hey, these are all the facts about your dad. I'm just putting out the facts. When you want to have a conversation about it one day, come talk to me. We can sit down as men and I'll tell you more. I'll tell you exactly about the man that's raising you. You know what I mean? One is just straight up just made up stuff. The other is like, hey, here's readily information about your father. That's how I feel about it. I'm curious to know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know. Y'all been real. I've been DOLLAWATER. Peace.